So we're out again. It's another heat wave here in the UK, and what's going on? So in the northeast of England, we're now having actual summers. So to capitalise upon it, I've decided to come out fishing. I know I might look like a right jammy git, but I did go to work this morning before I came out here, I promise. When the window of opportunity is there, you just got to go for it. So I rushed through my work this morning in the bakery, and I've managed to get out now. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so I've got the whole evening ahead of me. Now at the moment the tide is running hard, it's flooding, so it's heading towards the south. So our drift will take us to the south. I say our, but I haven't got my furry sidekick with me today. I've left her at home. So I've arrived at my destination. I've come quite a way there. I've come about 12 miles away from the River Tyne. That's Sunderland in the background over there. So I'm about 3 miles offshore, and there's some likely looking ground on the sounder around here. So I'm going to fish that, see what happens. The tide is just starting to turn now. We're at the end of slack water, and the ebb tide's just starting to run. So that's going to take me back north where I came from. That was first drop fish there almost. Something had a hold of the lure and I was pulling it up, but it must have let go. I've got a set of sabikis in about mid-water, so I'm fishing in 60 feet of water over some reefy sort of ground. It's funny how when you come to a new piece of ground, you very, very often get a bite on the first drop. Spirited little codling here. There we go, he's a nice one. In all the times that I've fished this area, that's the stamp of fish that I get. Like codling of like 1.5 pounds. But I don't know, I just feel like this would be good bass ground. I'm getting absolutely plagued by mackerel. I'm using these pink shrimp lures, and the mackerel are absolutely loving them. The good thing about these is you can get them off easier. They're a bigger hook than a sabiki. It's easier to get the mackerel off without having to handle them. On the other rod I've got a nice big strip of whiting. I had a nice little tub gurnard before. I'm not sure if the camera was turned on or not. It's a cool little fish. Look how cool it is. I think that's a tub gurnard because it's brown. It's away like a shot. Oh shit, I've just had a really good fish and I lost it trying to turn the stupid GoPro. Oh, if only GoPro recording worked. Shit, I'm sure that was a bass. Okay, I've hooked something here really high up in the water column. So I wound it right back up to the surface, and it took really high up, and it's had a couple of nice lunges, and it doesn't feel like a codling. It's a pollock. Oh, I hope it was going to be a bass. Whoa! I mean, no disrespect, you're a nice pollock. It's another really nice pollock, but I really hoped it was going to be a bass this time. See you, mate. Oh well. I mean, I mustn't grumble. Same on the prawns, have got a little pollock too. So the reason I'm fishing here is that South Shields Beach is a known mark for bass. People catch them in the surf. Now when they're not in the surf, they've got to be doing something. Now this reef system, oh, some big fish on the sounder there. This reef system where I am is like the closest to South Shields Beach, so I mean, like I say, when they're not feeding in the surf, they've got to be hanging around somewhere. So my thinking is they're hopefully hanging around here. So I've got something again on my prawns. What are you? Another little pollock. Yeah, another one. It has been a tremendous year for pollock so far. I really want a bass. Straight into a fish. I think it's mackerel. Some of the mackerel are getting massive. I got one yesterday. I'm sure it was at least 2 pounds. What's this? Oh, it's 2 mackerel. That's why it's fine. At the beginning of the year, like everybody's desperate for the mackerel to come, and then after a couple of weeks, they're absolutely sick to death with bloody things. I think this has got to be pollock because it just took a crashing dive. Yeah. Oh, it's not done yet. And it's still not done. Another stunner. Ah, great fish, but still not a bass. Oh, got a good one. Bloody hell, this nearly had the rod out of the boat. Yet another very chunky pollock. Oh, that's nice. Check that one out. Look at that. It seriously nearly had the rod over the side of the boat. I'm only in 40 feet of water. I've drifted north. I'm just about level with Marsden Grotto now. So I've put about a 50 gram slow jig on to try and bring some cod to the party, and straight away I got nailed. And again, oh, it's decent. This is definitely a cod. Cod love a slow jig. It's a nice fish. That's a nice codling. I don't know if this is 50 gram, this may be about 30 gram this. We're only drifting at about a knot, and I'm only in 40 feet of water, so I don't need a lot of weight. What is this? Okay, this is not a pollock, and it's not a codling. It's juring, and it's certainly not a mackerel. What's that? Oh wow, what is this? It's a codling, but it's extremely dark. Look how green this one is. What a strange fight it gave me as well. Come on, mate. I've spoken to loads of people recently who say the fishing's been terrible. I don't know. It's not like. Don't know what you expect. Maybe if you're going out and expect to catch like double figure fish every time you go out. That certainly hasn't happened, but it's been really consistent. If you get the right tide, it's just almost guaranteed good fishing. Scenery is pretty good too. And also, I'm not millions of miles away from home now. So in the far distance, you can see the end of South Shields Pier. That's Souter Lighthouse, or Suter Lighthouse as they call it around here. It's definitely worse places you'd want to be. I'll put this 100-gram pink slow jig on to try and get through the mackerel and the small codling. But you know what it is, the mackerel and the small codling are hammering it. More giant mackerel. They've got no business eating that jig. I'm going to try one last lure change to try and get myself a bass before I call it a day. I'm going to try this sand eel. Bass do eat sand eels. Right, come on little fella. Well, the bites have dried up, so I'm going to call it a day. So thank you for joining me on another narwhal fishing adventure. It's been good, been loads of pollock again, a couple of nice little codling, millions of mackerel obviously, some big ones. No bass, but you know, there's time. It's always good to have something to work towards. Thank you if you made it this far in the video. Like it if you like it. I don't know when I'll be out next or what sort of fishing I'll be doing next. I know my channel's called The Baker's Life, but I do a lot of fishing. Looks amazing behind me. Royal Keys Marina, this is Narwhal coming over.
Narwhal, Royal Keys, go ahead.
Hello there, can I have a look in when you can please, over?
Yep, I'll get it opened up for you, just await the green light.
Thank you.